Capricorns, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for April 18th through the 24th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, so Capricorn, this week we got a lot going on. We've got the sun going into Aries. We've got your ruler trending up to Venus on Monday in a lot of aspects with Venus this week, and a full moon on Friday morning. So let's go and look at what this looks like for you guys. Coming off of the last weekend, we did have Mars go retrograde in your 11th house of your ideals. So this week, I think still a reflection, well, a new reflection in terms of what your ideals are, where you're putting your energy in terms of your hopes and wishes, maybe even where you can derive more income from your work or your career in some sense, or contribute. You know, this has been a big theme for you here with Saturn in the 11th house, is maybe getting involved with community or networking and stuff over the past year. And so lately, over about the past month, you've had a lot of energy and momentum, I think, to cultivate these ideals and maybe even these networks. But now with this reflection, it's a good time up and through June to kind of reflect on these things, because Mars does rule that part of your chart, and being in that house does actually emphasize that quite a bit. Now, another area Mars rules for you is your home and family. So maybe a reflection now in terms of the home stuff, the family stuff, maybe even with your health. Good time to rehash, remodify those things. Now, it just so happens that very early in the week as well, Pluto goes retrograde, and this is going to be in your 12th house, which is more of a minor note. You know, Pluto goes retrograde for half of the year. And so now for about the next 6 months, there's this reconsideration about where you can have more peace in your life, maybe more alone time, have more faith and trust along the life journey, and surrender so that you can transform the deep spiritual self. Because Pluto in your 12th house for many years has been helping you transform your deep psyche, your spiritual self, so that you can have more peace, more freedom, spiritual freedom in life, which comes through acceptance and a willingness to go with the flow and a willingness to go into the divine process. So it's a good time to reflect on that stuff, and maybe reflect on too where you can have more of that peace in your life. Now, the first aspect of the week will be on Monday, involving your ruler Saturn, who's trending up to Venus. So on a minor note, you guys could be feeling good or looking good with Venus trending up to your ruler, which could be quite nice. Now, this is a direct kind of an energy, though, where I think you implementing and pursuing your self-expression. This Monday, it can actually be very supportive for your self-expression, or at least very grounded. Also with your career as well, and anything you're doing on that public level. And this has really been for you to connect to your communications a little bit. You know, this has been a big emphasis for you, this third house. But now with Venus still here, connecting to your thoughts, learning, reading, writing, all of that can be very enjoyable for you guys. You can also actually learn quite a bit about what you connect to, how you connect with others, how you exchange, socialize perhaps. And this is going to continue to be the emphasis, but this area, very grounded, very supportive on Monday. Now, as we go into Tuesday, that Venus then does square up to Pluto. Okay, so there are transformations occurring this week, and this is going to be specifically here with those areas on Tuesday. So when it comes to those communications, when it comes to the learning, be open to modify, be open to kind of step back for a second, because Pluto is very intense, and it's showing you that there might be some deep things that can be changed about how you exchange, about how you learn, about your mind. All right, again, old patterns of the mind might be released here at this time. Same with communication and how you express yourself. Okay, so it's a good time to just kind of let the ego take a step back, observe the situation, but maybe there is something that needs to change. Maybe there is something that does need to change with the way you communicate or the way you think about things, your outlook. Maybe also in terms of your career as well. Maybe there's something that needs to change with that around Tuesday. So an excellent day for that when coming from that non-attached perspective. Now, as we go into the rest of the week, Mercury does trine up to the North Node. So there is a lot of supportive energy here, I think, in terms of learning about your routine, learning about philosophy or your worldview, your life path. And this is because your mind has been on home and family stuff already, or maybe with your health lately with Mercury down here in your 4th house. And this week I think is going to emphasize home and family stuff and health for you, because the sun is shifting into this 4th house for about the next month. So I think you could be gaining a lot of prana and energy, perhaps spending time at home with family, cultivating your health, and that's the area that you could be recharging at the moment. And again, more insights about that. You can also gain some insights about, again, the routine and also your worldview and life path around Thursday. Now, as we go into the weekends, Venus is going to be conjoining up to Uranus, which is the last major aspect of the week. So when it came to earlier in the week with the transformation of your mind and communications, transformation of your self-expression, maybe even with your career or your work, now over the weekend it's a great time to mix those things up. Mix up the mind. Try something new. This has been Uranus in your 3rd house, really showing you the immense freedom of surrendering and letting go of the mind and the concepts and all of this, and to really approach life in more of a learning perspective. Because when you approach life from a learning perspective, there's a tremendous freedom in that, right? And that could be emphasized over the weekend, mixing things up, mixing up the way you express yourself, maybe your interests and passions, something new and exciting perhaps there for some of you, maybe something new with your career, your public life, again, probably as a result of those transformations earlier in the week. All right, Capricorn, so I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.